Hello student of class 9, let's continue our chapter, the fundamental unit of life. Today let's discuss about the cell organelle, cell wall. Plant cell, in addition to the plasma membrane, have another rigid outer covering called the cell wall. The cell wall lies outside the plasma membranes. The plant cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. Cellulose is a complex substance and provides structural strength to the plants. When a living cell loses water through osmosis process, there is shrinkage or contraction of the contents of the cell away from the cell wall. This phenomena is known as plasmolysis. So student, remember, in animal the cell wall is not present. In animal cell, the outer layer of the cell is called the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. And cell membrane, as we know, it is flexible, have some pore. Through this, the material can go inside and outside of the cell. And cell membrane giving the permission which material can go inside the cell and outside the cell. That is why the cell membrane is called the selectively permeable membranes. But in case of plant cell, apart from the cell membrane or plasma membrane, another extra cover is there, which is called the cell wall. Cell wall is rigid and made by the complex substance cellulose, and cellulose have the ability to give the strength of the cell. Since plant cannot move from one place to another place like human, so they require the extra cover of the cell, and which is rigid, and that is why you cannot cut the cell of plant easily. And when cell loses the water by the process of osmosis, then the inside material of the cell goes shrinkage. As a result, the gap between cell wall and the inside material increases, and this phenomena is called the plasmolysis. It is not a good for the cell. When plasmolysis takes place, the cell is going to shrinkage and shrinkage. And when you give more water inside the cell, then it again starts swelling and the cell become healthy. Cell wall permits the cell of plants, fungi and bacteria to withstand very dilute external media without bursting. In such media, the cell tend to take up water by osmosis. The cell swells, building up pressure against the cell wall. The wall exerts an equal pressure against the swollen cell. Because of their walls, such cells can withstand much greater changes in the surrounding medium than animal cell. Now let's discuss the very important part of the cell, which is called the nucleus. Nucleus is also called the brain of the cell, and nucleus is the controlling center of the cell. All the function, whatever takes place inside the cell, that all actually processing takes place inside the nucleus. Nucleus also have the double layer cover, which is called the nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane also have some pores, which allows the transfer of material from inside and outside of the nucleus, inside to the outside of the nucleus, that is to the cytoplasm. The nucleus contains chromosome. Actually, this chromosome is not appear when the cell is not about to divide. When the cell is about to divide, then the chromatin material, actually whatever present, that convert the structure like a rod-like shape, and we say chromosome. So chromosome is visible only when the cell is about to divide. Chromosome contain information of the inheritance of feature or character from parents to next generation in the form of DNA. DNA full form is deoxyribonucleic acid. Chromosomes are composed of DNA and protein. DNA molecules contain the information of the pre-existing cell, or you can say DNA molecules contain the information necessary for constructing and organizing cell. Functional segment of a DNA are called genes, which meaning is that the information whatever having inside the cell, that all information carry from one cell to another cell by genes. In a cell which is not dividing, this DNA is present as a part of chromatin material. But when the cell is about to divide, that chromatin material convert into rod-like structure we call chromosome. In human body, total 23 pairs are present, which means total 46 chromosomes are present. All the information necessary to survive by a cell is given in these 46 chromosomes. Whenever the cell is about to divide, the chromatin material gets organized into chromosome. So we can say the nucleus plays a central role in cellular reproduction. The process by which a single cell divides and forms two new cells, it also plays a crucial part along with this environment in determining the way the cell will develop and what form it will exhibit at maturity by directing the chemical activities of the cell.